Tonight's Rochester School Board.
No more math! This is illegal.
Nearly overnight, our classrooms were transformed into political battle zones. This isn't about our students. It never was. It's about power and control. And this is just the beginning. The playbook is simple. Use critical race theory and LGBTQ issues to spark fear and sow division. Find your candidates. Get your national dark money funding. Then flood the airwaves, mailboxes, social media feeds with your divisive, deceptive messaging. According to ABC News, in the fall of 2021, the National School Boards Association sent a letter to the president asking for federal assistance to investigate and stop threats to school board members across the country, calling the harassment domestic terrorism. Then, in October, the U.S. Attorney General vowed to work with law enforcement to keep teachers, staff, school board members, and administrators safe from acts of violence. Just to our north, the Wisconsin Examiner is reporting on the turmoil, noting several school board members have quit in the middle of their terms, and others are facing recalls. And check out what's happening in Texas.
1 year after Southlake became the first school board race to attract national attention to candidates running on an explicit anti-critical race theory platform, that issue and related culture war debates have spread to school board races across the state in the upcoming May 7th elections.
If you think this will never happen in your community, in your district, in your school, think again. In Texas, it started with anti-public education community members questioning which books were in the library. The same thing we're already seeing happen in Illinois.
Like so many of these school board meetings have been lately all over the country, this one did get a little rowdy tonight. This auditorium was completely packed.
In Downers Grove, the Proud Boys infiltrated a school board meeting, demanding an LGBTQ book be removed from the library. Students said their presence was unnerving and intimidating, leading another student to say, "Politics have never caused division in the school setting before."
Last night, hundreds of people packed a Downers Grove High School board meeting to fight about a book. The book in question is called Gender Queer. Some parents want it removed from the library. Several students showed up to say it should stay.
After CRT came up at a school board meeting in St. Charles, one board member reported receiving death threats and dead rodents at her home. She resigned, saying, quote, "I was afraid on a day-to-day basis." In Naperville, Shannon Adcock took issue with COVID-19 safety measures in Indian Prairie District 204. When she didn't get her way, she ran for school board and lost. That's when she started Awake Illinois and began using critical race theory to push her agenda. Awake calls itself a local grassroots parent organization. But that's not true. It's linked to national organizations like Parents Defending Education and Moms for Liberty. These groups push to privatize education and are out to destroy unions. Parents Defending Education is a national dark money group funded in part by the anti-union Koch family. You can find a link to another national group on Awake's website. This one has the playbook to using CRT to destroy schools. It's called Citizens Renewing America. In its 34-page guide to, quote, reclaim your school board, the anti-public education group mentions students just twice. It was founded by Donald Trump's former budget director. And while students clearly aren't the focus, readers are directed to a political action committee, or PAC, for funding. It's called the 1776 Project. This is no small thing. This is the first time a national PAC has ever existed to target local school board elections, which have historically been nonpartisan, according to reporting by Axios. These national political groups are attempting to take over our schools, micromanage our classrooms, and terrorize our students and communities in the process. It's a distraction from what's really happening in our districts. We need to work with parents and community members, just like we always have, to put the focus back where it should be, on our students. It's more important than ever that we stand up and fight back. This is a new twist on an old war. They're using deception and politics to divide our communities, and fear to pit students, parents, teachers, and school board members against each other. Their goal remains the same: to politicize our schools, privatize public education, and destroy our union. The time to act is now. We will not be divided because we know we are stronger when we are united.